to Meals with Marcia. Today I'm going to share a recipe with you, and it is called chicken parmesan. I'm excited to show you this, so let's get started. I love chicken parmesan, but I have never made it at home, okay, just to be honest. But I have found this recipe, and it just seems super easy, so I'm just going to try it, guys. So I just want to talk to you about what we're doing here. I got a breading station set up, and I have taken a very large chicken breast, and I've pounded it out into real thin, just like that, okay? That's what you need, real thin, because we're going to fry this, and then we're going to finish cooking it in the oven, okay? I've got 2 skillets going over here, and I hope I can make this work with 2 medium-sized ones instead of 1 big one, because I'd rather shoot the video straight ahead so you guys can see everything outside of being kind of to the side over there. Now, I've preheated my oven to 375 degrees because this is going to be the first step, okay? Now, I have some self-rising flour right here, and I've got a ½ teaspoon of salt, a ½ teaspoon of pepper in there. I've got 2 eggs and 2 tablespoons of milk right here. Then I have 1 cup of regular plain breadcrumbs, and I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of Italian seasoning and a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder in this. And then I have just a couple little shakes of the grated Parmesan, okay? So that's gonna be my breading. I'm smelling my oil, so we'll see if it's ready. All right, so we're gonna start. We're gonna start over here. I'm gonna flour my chicken. Trying to get it good and coated. And then we're gonna dump into the egg and milk mixture. And then we're going into the breadcrumbs, okay? Make sure you get every bit of it coated. I'm just gonna kind of do this number with it. Kind of go that way. And I don't know. I think that's ready. Let me see if this one's ready. Yep, they ready. So we're gonna start on, I'm gonna go ahead and bread this one. I thought about putting an area over here so I can bread it and then have a place to set it, but I thought I'd just get my oil ready and go. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna put this one over here in this skillet. And we're gonna cook them 3 to 4 minutes, guys, per side before we finish them in the oven. All right, let's get this one going. Like I said, just make sure it gets good and coated with that flour. All right, and we're going to turn it over here into the egg mixture. And then we're going to go into the breadcrumbs. And we're going to do this on all 3. And I got my little thing on high. Now, I will tell you, this cooks a lot slower than my regular stove, okay? So I got the eye turned on high, which is fine. But I'm not sure that I will be keeping it there. All right, and here's my last little one. And I just used a meat mallet to pound these out. I cut the chicken breast in half and then half again. I mean, it was that thick and that big. So I'm getting 3 fillets out of this. All right, so I forgot my tongs to turn my chicken with, so I'm gonna have to go back over there and grab me some tongs. But let me get this one breaded and then we'll get to that. I'm multitasking today, but I love chicken parm, and I've got some, there's one that's like an oven baked parm, chicken parm that you can do, but I just like searing it in the skillet. I think it's better if you do it like that, and I know, I'm almost positively sure that's what they do in the restaurants. All right, and I just put enough oil. Now, I did use canola oil today. I brought me some avocado oil out just in case I needed it. Let me go over here and grab my tongs because I may have to turn this real quick. And I got my big tongs. All right. I got a mess. The only thing about when you bread stuff, it makes a mess. You just got a mess. You've got 48 pans to clean up and all that. But I just wanted to try this. So, all right, let me go ahead and turn this one. This one's really brown on this side. All right, and then I'm gonna turn this one. I'm gonna give that other one a couple of more minutes before I turn it. They're all thin. Really, this one, I think the eye's a little small for that, but anyway, we'll make it work. All right, so I'm gonna turn the video off, and I'm gonna flip this other one over in just a moment, and I'm gonna get these brown And then we're going to come back, and I'm going to put it together so we can put it in the oven and show you the next step, okay? I'll be back in just a few minutes. Hey everybody, welcome back. Okay, I finished frying my cutlets, and this is what they're looking like. I'm just got them draining on a paper towel, resting for a moment. Now, like I said, 3 to 4 minutes on each side. They're thin, and you don't have to worry about them getting cooked because I'm telling you, they're going into the oven like 15 more minutes. So everything should be fine because they're very thin. So they're pretty much all the way cooked now. All right, the first thing after that is you get you a 9x13 casserole dish and you get your favorite sauce. I'm using Prego today. It's one of my favorites. And I should have opened it before I got on camera. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna pour a good portion of this on the bottom. Now, if you just want regular marinara sauce, you can do that. It's not, you know, just cover the bottom of that casserole dish, okay? Make sure it's covered good, just like that, okay? Now we're gonna put our chicken in. I think I can handle it. Yeah, I was worried that it might be too hot, but I believe Marcia can handle it. Then we're gonna nestle those right in there. And then we're going to spoon some more of this sauce on there. Let's see. Maybe I can use this spoon. I don't know. Get down in there. Yeah. Just maybe like a tablespoon or so. Just not all the way to the edges, but just the top part. If you can see what I'm saying. So 1 jar is going to be plenty for us. Just kind of like so. Okay. Just kind of leave some of the edges open. Alright, I think I'm just going to pour the rest of this down in the bottom of that casserole dish because I don't want to waste it. But you get the gist of it. Alright, and then we're going to top it with some sliced provolone cheese. Now you can use mozzarella. You can use sometimes what do they have, the mozzarella provolone mix. But slices are going to be the better choice, okay, on this. Is slices. And I have the thin slice, so I'm putting kind of like 2 slices on there. And then I'll half one and put some on the other side. Well, my cheese is not cooperating. Come on now. Cooperate, please. Just kind of do it like that. I'm just going to use all this cheese up because I don't think I'm going to use it for nothing else. So just cheesy as you want it. We like it cheesy around here. All right. And then I'm going to take a little bit of shredded Parmesan. This is optional. And I'm going to put it in there. Put it on there and around and stuff. Maybe even just around in the dish. Make it cheesy. All right. That's all I'm going to use of that. All right. So here's what we're looking like so far. And I'm going to put this in a 375-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'll watch it and then I'll let you know the time when I bring it back out. And while that's cooking, I'm going to make me some thin spaghetti noodles. Now we like angel hair pasta or we like the thin. We do not like the thick. And you can do whatever you want, but this to me is the best to serve with this. So I'm going to put these in, and when I'm done, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you the finished result. We're going to taste it together, okay? I'll be back in just a few minutes. Hey everybody, welcome back. Okay, I have got my chicken Parmesan out of the oven. I baked it at 17 minutes on 375 and it smells and looks delicious. So beautiful, y'all. So excited. Okay, and then I just cooked me a little side of the thin spaghetti. I would still even use angel hair, guys. And I just did a partial box, maybe like 4 ounces, because I'm not going to need that much. Okay, so what we're going to do, how we're going to serve it, is we're going to get us a scoop of spaghetti noodles. Put on the side. I think that's plenty. Now you can do more if you want, okay? And I'm going to try to do the smallest piece of chicken. I think this is the smallest one. I'm going to put it right here. Okay. And then I'm going to get a couple of scoops of that spaghetti sauce over here. Put on top of my noodles. Now, if you don't think this has got enough sauce, you can always, you know, open another jar of spaghetti sauce or make your own. I don't really know, you know, how that works, but I just always buy the jar and doctor it up, as Mom says. And I'm gonna put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on my spaghetti. Now, that looks beautiful. You can do a salad on the side, you can do garlic bread, but y'all, this looks so good. I'm excited to try it. And those chicken breasts still turned out to be big. This one in the middle is huge. I probably could have cut and made 4 or 5 out of this, but I just, and when you touch the crust on this, it's still crispy. That's the exciting part because we pan fried it. All right, let me get me a knife because I'm gonna cut into this little booger. See what we got here. Like I said, I know it's done because we fried it 3 or 4 minutes on each side, and then on top of that, we baked it for 15 or 20 minutes. So I'm gonna get me a bite of this with my spaghetti and my chicken. Ooh, it's hot, hotter than Satan's toenails, as I like to say. It smells amazing. Remember, it's got that cheese, it's got that garlic, and it's got the parsley and the Italian seasoning, the breadcrumbs, and salt, pepper. Lord have mercy. Y'all need to try this. Oh my word. You will think that you're on an anniversary trip to a nice restaurant. This right here is phenomenal. That chicken is cooked perfect. It looks amazing. Tastes amazing. Oh my gosh. Y'all. So cheesy, so good. You need to try this. This is delicious. If you like any kind of Italian food. And I was looking up all the, about this. They said this is an American Italian dish. They said that there is no chicken Parmesan in Italy, so it did not originate from there. I think it's an Americanized Italian dish. But, y'all, I got something on my tooth. Sorry. This is phenomenal. Make it. Try it. I think your family's going to love it. And it cooks a lot. Like, you could feed 4 people with this. Absolutely. If you do, you could do another jar of spaghetti sauce on the side and then do more noodles. And this meat portion and all this would definitely feed 4 people easily. 4 adults. So good. And you could always have the recipe if it's just you and your spouse and you don't want to cook for that many. Have it. It's amazing. But I'm putting this up and we'll be eating on this week. I will probably eat some of this later in the week. And I could just eat the chicken with the spaghetti sauce and not have to have the pasta. But like I said, pasta is more filling. And if you're trying to feed a larger crowd, that's the way it goes. And this is how the original dish works. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Meals with Marsha. And don't forget that everything you need and how to make this is going to be in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. God bless, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.